Good evening. What's up and what's good? And welcome to Loc'D On Sports 216 with me, Keith Allen, on this Thursday evening. Right now, today, I will be doing the show by myself, far as I know right now. Sean C. got tied up. Shouts out to my brother. Hope everything is all in well. Today, I'm going to talk about a little bit of the Cavs and a little bit of the Guardians. And I'm going to talk about a solution for us for the WNBA at the end. Because I've been hearing about that WNBA ain't making no money or nothing like that. And I think a simple solution would help. But first, I'm going to go here to my graphics guy right here. First off, I really don't know if he's still missing or not, but if you see this young man, contact authorities immediately. Keyshawn Williams. Contact authorities. Let me see, did I say his name right? Yep, Keyshawn Williams, 15-year-old. Been missing since June 17th. Contact the authorities if you see this young man. Because it seems like we're having a big problem with a lot of kids missing here in Cleveland, especially here. Also, everybody, be out. If you're out and about, be careful out there. The air quality index is kind of bad. Well, it's very bad. Be careful. Be careful. It was real bad yesterday. Tapered off a little bit today, but it's still not too good. So be careful out there, all you all. All y'all, first I want to say this real quick before I start anything sports-wise. First off, the chat lines is open. So hit me up, say what's up, holla at me. If you just want to go on here and say hi, feel free to do that. Also, to all y'all, if y'all don't know by now, if you're going on the old YouTube, Loc'D On Sports YouTube, subscribe to the new Allen Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. That's right. Subscribe to the new Allen Viz Media 2 YouTube channel, where you'll get content from Loc'D On Sports, from the Triad Committee, and from Mad Mondays. Be sure to do that. Also, well, take that down. Also, come on live every Thursday at 7 p.m. That's right, every Thursday at 7 p.m. to talk about all the sports, especially with the local sports, the Browns, the Cavs, the Guardians. I'm not going to really talk too much about the Browns right now. Got a month to, well, we got about about 3 weeks till training camp. So, hey, time is a rolling. Time waits on nobody. Time waits on no one. I'm going through my comments. What's up, Lavelle? Shouts out to you. What's good? Richard King. Also, you're right, Lavelle. We definitely have to be serious about what happens. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm supposed to show the comments. What I'm doing? I'm slipping. I'm slipping. What the hell is going on with me? Okay. Lavelle said we have to be serious about what happens in our community. No child of color deserves to be missing. You damn right about that, Lavelle. On the real side, you damn right. Good evening, Miss Coco. How you doing? What's going on? Hey, Lavelle needs a shirt. He needs a shirt. I think 3X. Am I right, Lavelle? 3X. 3X. But anyway, I'm going to talk about the Cavs real quick. And the Cavs had the 49th pick of the draft. And they selected, with the 49th pick, they selected this gentleman here. With the 49th pick, Mr. Emoni Bates. Emoni Bates, 6'9". 6'9", 190-pound forward out of Eastern Michigan. Originally by the way of Memphis. He was a child phenom for sure. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated when he was 15. And he won 2 state championships in his 9th grade year and in his sophomore year. Graduated early. Matter of fact, he went to his father. His father opened up a school and he played for his father's school. Then he classified out early and went to Memphis. Started off good, then he got injured, and things tailed off a little bit. So then he transferred from Memphis and decided to go to Eastern Michigan at home, in his hometown, Ypsilanti. Then he caught a gun case. Got 18 probation and everything. And now he's here with the Cavaliers. 49th pick in the draft. Now I'm going to say this. Where I've heard a lot of speculation in the media and stuff about why would they draft him, period, or whatever and stuff. My thing is this. Dude can make shots. He has game. Some things he might have to work on, but right now it's no pressure. It's really a low risk, high reward situation as far as for the Cavs and Mr. Bates. Think about this. Everybody's saying, I doubt if it works out, whatnot, and anything like that, but what if it does? And check out, he plays a position that the Cavs sorely need. The 3 position, the wing position, small forward. We need scoring. We need somebody that can shoot to open up the floor for our 2 guards, Donovan. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to come out the blocks starting this year and starting right away. No, I'm not going to even put that pressure on him and whatnot. Most likely, he probably will be playing for the Cleveland Charge. Probably on a 2-way deal, playing for the Charge. But in the time of development and everything, who is to say that he can't help out the Cavs some? Because it can't be no worse than what we already have. I mean, hey, you got Isaac Okoro. He averaged like 6 points a game last year. Seti came off the bench, averaged 10 points a game last year. I mean, and we ain't going to talk about Dylan Whitner, who's basically was hurt all 4 years with the Cavs. I mean, come on. How bad could it be? You might find a diamond in the rough. Think about this. He was picked at 49, but Jokic, the MVP, world champion right now, was picked at 41. 41. Who would have thought? So all I'm going to say is give it a chance. Don't expect nothing immediately. But hey, if he can work and have some minutes in the rotation, well, some valuable minutes, hey, who knows? Who really knows? And plus, with the Cavs, hey, they got to turn over stones unturned. Because think about this. The Miami Heat went to the finals with 7 undrafted players on their roster. 7. We ain't even talking about pick 49. We talking about college free agents on the roster. So, hey, don't knock it. And like I said, it's low risk, high reward. If it don't work out, hey, the Cavs can let him go, or he can play or he can play for the Charge. Hey, don't work out. But hey, and he's only 19. He's only 19 at that. Yeah, that's true. It all depends on his mechanics and how he present themselves on the court. But check out, this guy can make shots. And that's half the battle in basketball. Is being able to put the ball in the hoop. Now, if the Cavs can work on the other things, as far as his defense, as far as, getting him into the team concept and everything, hey, might have a diamond in the rough. Never know. But and plus, who was they supposed to get at 49? They could have went drafted somebody overseas that you probably wouldn't have seen for the next 2-3 years. Or they could have drafted another cat out of college or whatever that didn't have the potential upside, where he probably would have been a career G leaguer. So I mean, hey, they don't have nothing to lose. It's all a game. It's all a game. So as far as for the Cavs is, I'm not gonna knock the pick at all. And hopefully he works out. Plus, also, you'll be able to see him in the summer league next week. Or next week or the week after. Because they have summer league roster was announced. Got a couple familiar names. Got Emoni Bates. You got Sharif Cooper that played on the Cleveland Charge. You got Sam Merrill, who the Cavs signed around near the end of last season. You got Isaiah Mobley, Evan's brother. And you got Pete Nance, Larry Nance's son. He was a free agent signing. And you also got, which I wonder if this is, let me see. Cedric Henderson Jr. Now, I wonder if he's the son of Cedric Henderson. I wonder that. If he's the son of Cedric Henderson. Lavelle, you right. Sometimes I ask myself, what type of NBA scouts they are hiring? You're right about that. Sometimes they just go on, hey. But it all depends on the Cavs scouting department. They got to find some guys that can shoot, open up the floor, for real. And if a 49th pick that, people don't expect 49th pick to make your team anyway. So, hey, why not take a shot? Roll the dice. Like I said, you never know. And he can make shots. And he's the perfect height. 6'9", can handle the rock. Got to work on the defense some. And, work on the team concept. But if really, how can I say this? Everybody's talking about that he wasn't really a team player and stuff at Eastern Michigan. But think about it. Eastern Michigan went 8-23 last year. 8-23. I mean, really, if you 8-23. So, I mean, come on now. But hey, we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. You can't go wrong. And if it do fall off the rails and all that, then hey, you can play in the G League or you can let him go. But the Cavs got to do all they can to find some shooters and upgrade this roster. Now, people are saying, now, let me ask y'all, what y'all think the Cavs' biggest improvement needs to be? The roster, The coaching? Or do they need to make some trades? Me, myself, I think the coaching has to be a little bit better. Got to be better. Don't get me wrong, they won 51 games and I ain't bagging on JB, but I think he needs to up the pace a little bit with his team because you got two big men and both Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, and you're slowing the game down, and they're not exactly shooters. So it really does them no justice. You got Isaac Okoro, who's athletic as well, and all you do is send him out to the three-point arc. How about run some offense for a change? Run some type of offense instead of high screen and roll and get out on the break. Run them. They're young, athletic. Run them. And I think, more strategy needs to go into the Cavs game plan, everything. Because don't get me wrong, you could probably win games going slow pace, but hey, let me see. Got a comment here. Okay. The biggest improvement needs to be making some serious trades to elevate on another level. Allen and Mobley must have strong game every night on the basketball court. True. But the Cavs are kind of tapped out on the money, for real. They got the players exception, the $12 million players exception, and they can sign their own free agent, which is Karis LeVert. And from what I hear, they're going to try to sign him from anywhere from 15 to 18 million a year or whatnot. But Karis, lightweight, can say no and try to go for the big dough. Even though I think 15 to 18 it is what it is. Might be the going rate for him for the Cavs. But hey, they can try to re-sign Karis LeVert or wait a minute. Something was in there. They can try to re-sign Karis LeVert, which I strongly urged them to because he's got a prominent role off the bench. And he can spell Mitchell and Darius Garland. So that would probably be number one priority. Number two priority, and I'll say this, if I were the Cavs, honestly, I would, and I said this a couple of months ago when the season ended. If I were the Cavs, I would inquire about Miles Bridges. He'll be a perfect fit at the three. He can shoot. He's a scorer. He can play defense. And his suspension is only going to be 10 games of the 30 that they originally gave him. So he only has to serve 10. But I would say they try to go after Miles Bridges. Or you can try to sign Kyle Kuzma, but I think Kuzma's going to want more dough, honestly. Or you can try to sign Brown that was on Denver. But he's going to want a bigger payday as well. And you only got a $12 million assumption, player reception. So if I was them, I would inquire about Miles Bridges because he'll be a perfect fit. Now, will there be smoke behind them acquiring Miles Bridges? Of course, due to his previous case. But you got to turn all stones because you don't know how long you have Donovan Mitchell. And since you gave up and you decided to go all in to get Donovan Mitchell, you got to go all in. because I'm quite sure, even though despite what the Cavs brass told everybody postseason that they're happy with going 51-31, I'm quite sure nobody is happy or satisfied getting put out in the first round the way they did. Plus, Miles Bridges will give you that physical component as well, too. And also, I think the Cavs also need another center to come off the bench. They need another center. We still have Dean Wade, but the last 2 years, Dean Wade has been injured. So it's basically saying that he's injury prone. So Cavs need another veteran big man and another veteran presence to come off the bench. Probably another backup point guard veteran presence, because don't know what you're going to get with Rubio, and Rubio is starting to get up in years. Now he could be a little bit better this year, because this will be the second year of him coming off the ACL surgery. So, but we'll see what happens. Definitely see what happens. But like I said, the Cavs Summer League begins next week, July 7th. I will be tuning in. It'll be pretty interesting. It'll definitely be pretty interesting. But now I'm going to take a small break real quick, and then when I'm back, I'm going to talk about the Guardians here on Loc'D On Sports 216 with me, Keith Allen, and I'll be right back. So unique at 24 Karat Chocolate's Boutique, where she specializes in custom, handmade, professional t-shirts and hoodies for any occasions, uniforms, puzzles, and towels, and much more. Now don't take my word for it. The work speaks for itself. Let that be the new trendsetter. Customize the way you like it, either for family reunions, gender reveals, graduations, or just a graphic tee at 24 Karat Chocolate's Boutique. Go and check her out at 1-937-360-4386 or log on at 24ktchocolates.info.
You want combat? I'm on that real quick. Iron Dragon with my sword. Lord, I'm so slick. Mano y mano, hand-to-hand combat. I suggest you go ahead, read my stats, homie. I'm all that. Mr. Hands of Death, peep my martial skills. I embark my will until it's fulfilled. You like a mannequin on the ground laying still. For real, I go home, meditate, circulate, cheat, practicing sitting still. I yell out, get out, today's not the day. I yell out, get out, today's not the day. Don't let it ring out, spill out, better go on your way. Don't let it ring out, spill out, better go on your way.
Yo, I'm back. Locked On Sports 216 with me, Keith Allen. No Sean C today, but he will be back with me next week. Definitely be back with me next week. Looking at the comment section right now. Phil says he's looking forward to the NFL season. I see a lot of big surprises on the football field. Hey, they say 6 new playoff teams go in every year, so I wonder who's going to step up and who's going to take a step down. I wonder about that. But hey, I'm going to get to the Guardians real quick. The Guardians right now are in first place. First place by default right now, but hey, they lost today against Kansas City 4-3 in extra innings. But the Guardians are 39-41 in a tie with the Minnesota Twins for first place in the AL Central. Like I said, the Guardians got them right, got the AL Central right where they want them. They start off slow, and then after the All-Star break, it's on and popping and everything. Terry Francona was in the hospital, but he has been let out the hospital and he's back with the team. He didn't manage today, but everything is good. The Guardians will be in Chicago tomorrow at Wrigley Field to take on the Cubs. And hopefully the Guardians can take 2 out of 3 in that series. They head towards the All-Star break. This year is going fast. And a lot of things up for discussion. A lot of people is wondering, should the Guardians trade their starting pitcher Shane Bieber, who pitched pretty well today? Bullpen let him down. We got out innings against Kansas City today. But my take on that is they should not trade Bieber. No, not at all. You might have as many as 2 to 3 rookies in the rotation. Pitching rotation. And honestly, I don't expect Tristan McKenzie to come back this year. And Quantrill has been hurt off and on. And Aaron Savali has an injury history the last 2 years. And true enough, they play in the weak Central, but all you got to do is get in. That's all the Guardians got to do is get in. And if you got strong pitching, everything else is up to chance. Because a lot of them 8-4 games, 9-5 games will be 3-1 games, or 2-1 games, or 4-2 games. So if I was the Guardians, I wouldn't do it. But this is what I would do. And I said this a couple of weeks ago. I would make Miles Straw my 4th outfielder. I would bring Gonzalez back from AAA, put him in right field, and put either Will Brennan or Steve Kwan in center field, and just roll with that for right now. Because you can't have all 9 hitters in the outfield. Come on. You can't do that. But that's what I would do. Also, Bo Naylor is looking pretty decent at catcher. He started off slow with the bat, but he's starting to come around. It's a process. But right now, the Guardians got the Central where they want them. Where they would be out of the race in any other division. I said they might have a prayer in the National League Central, but any other division, they'll be out. They'll be down and out for real. But like I said, the Guardians, hopefully, they're starting to hit their stride and try to stretch the lead. Get ahead of Minnesota. And hopefully, Terry Francona can stay healthy. And really, the rest of the pitching staff for the Guardians can stay healthy. You know, that Gavin Williams kid, though, is nice. That dude is nice. He's fire on that mound. But, like I said, you know, hey, still got plenty of season left. I look at it with the Guardians like this. April, May, June, usually be an extended spring training for Tito and his guys, where they're trying to mix and match. And whatnot. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Lavelle. Definitely. Like I said, all you got to do is get in the playoffs. That's it. And everything else is up to chance. And if you trade Bieber, you might win the division, get in the playoffs, but you really are going to go into the playoffs with 3 rookies in your starting rotation? Start heading off your starting rotation because you don't have no Tristan. And Quantrill's been off and on and consistent, and he's been hurt. Savali, he has been good, but he's been off and injured the last couple of years. So I have to keep Bieber, and I'll make a trade for him probably during the offseason. Because you got to give yourself a chance. If that's the case, what's the use of going to the playoffs? Gotta go to win. You never know. And these same people that probably rose hell last year that's saying that when Tito didn't pitch him in Game 5 against the Yankees are now champion for him to get traded? Now? No. No, not at all. I'm not rocking with that. Definitely not rocking with that. But anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Browns. Even though I really don't have... talk a little bit about the Browns. Do y'all think... Let me ask y'all this question. To those of y'all that are watching. Do you think the Browns should still pursue DeAndre Hopkins? Because right now, word on the street is the Browns are kind of lukewarm on him. And from what I hear also, New England is going to try to sign him as well. But do y'all think the Browns should pursue DeAndre Hopkins? I mean, hey, I'm just going to say this. I say if the price is right, go for it. If the price is right, go for it. I know Sean probably wouldn't agree, but I look at it like this. This year, they got to see results. Or, especially if I'm a general manager, they got to see results. Or everybody might get fired. For real, because you done had 2 years. And just think, back in 2020, 2021, the Browns probably, if things would have went the right way, probably could have been in the Super Bowl. But they got to at least go 10-7. I'd say 10-7 to 12-5. I say really 12-5 because I think a lot of teams are going to be 11-6 to get in that play and get in the playoffs. You're right, Lavelle. That would be nice. Right. And I actually think if things go the Browns' way, they will be a contender in the AFC. If they stay healthy or whatnot, and if Deshaun is Deshaun, and Stefanski let him cook. Because think about this. Deshaun Watson doesn't really have to be Houston Deshaun Watson all the way with the Browns. He could be Houston Deshaun Watson for 3 quarters. But if the Browns have the lead in the 4th quarter, and if the Browns defense is much improved from last year, all they're going to do is get the ball to Nick Chubb in the 4th quarter. And I also think the Browns need to sign another running back. Don't get me wrong. Ford sounds good right now, but hey, if Nick Chubb goes down, are you really going to rely on Ford to carry the rock consistently? In a season where you have to win? I mean, for real. I mean, is you really going to do that? You got a few running backs available. You got Ezekiel Elliott available. You got Kareem Hunt available. You got, what's my guy name? Darwin Cook available. Even though I don't think the Browns are going to sign Darwin Cook. Darwin Cook, I forgot his name, but dude, he used to be at the Vikings. I don't sign him, but they need to sign another running back. For real. And another linebacker. Because if you're not going to sign Hopkins, at least get another running back and another linebacker to cover themselves. Because, true enough, all the linebackers are coming back, but you got linebackers coming off injuries. Jacob Phillips, injured. Sione Takitaki, injured. Not doubt if he even be ready for the start of the season. Karama Osamakoa was injured. They all had injuries. So, they need to sign a linebacker. I would be open to them bringing Reggie Rutland back this year, especially for him to be in the middle right now. Because you know, what's my dude name? Oh my God, what's my guy name that got hurt last year too? But all the linebackers got hurt last year. And if you think you're going to depend on them coming off injuries, and they all had serious injuries, that's a little dicey. That's a little dicey. But hey, we'll see come training camp, July 22nd. And the Browns play the first game against the New York Jets in the Hall of Fame game, even though you ain't going to see Deshaun. You're not going to see Deshaun at all. And you probably won't see Deshaun probably in none of the preseason games. Maybe the third or the fourth. Maybe the third. That'll probably be it. But hey, like I said, DeAndre Hopkins, yes or no? Me, yes. Especially if the price is right. Yes. See, Baltimore did what the Browns did when they signed Odell Beckham and all that money. Just like when the Browns signed Deshaun Watson. And now DeAndre Hopkins is expecting that money. But I don't think it's going to be no takers for 15 to 20 million. For real. Not this late anyway. I say they'll probably give him anywhere. I think if it's like 10 range, 10 with incentives up to 12, I think the Browns will roll with that. For 1 year or 2 years, or do a 2-year, $25 million with incentives to go up to 30. The Browns might roll with that. But that remains to be seen. And hey, it is what it is. But like I said, this is a year when they have to win. Because if not, I'm going to tell y'all like this. If not, you might have a sweeping change like a tornado in the Browns offices. Barry might be gone. Stefanski might be gone. The coaching staff might be gone. Then you also got to look at it. Myles Garrett might not be back. Nick Chubb might not be back. And who knows with anybody else? So this is a year the Browns have got to win. Because a lot of jobs are on the line. And I guess people are tired of the Browns being the paper champions or the champions from March to July. So, hey, this is a big year for the Browns. Definitely a big year. Anyway, for those of y'all USFL fans that watch football and everything, championship is this Saturday, I think. Yeah, this Saturday. With the Pittsburgh Maulers going up against the Birmingham Stallions. I actually watched the Maulers game against Michigan. That's a pretty decent game. I actually watched. It was very interesting. The overtime rules is definitely interesting. Everybody got to roll the 2-point conversion. That was interesting. But hey, we'll see what happens, you know. I just noticed all Pittsburgh teams got black and gold. Ain't that something? All of them. Black and gold. Black and gold. Like I said, hey, if you ain't doing nothing over the weekend and if the air quality gets better, take a trip down to Canton. Go to the Hall of Fame and go to the game. On a Saturday, that would be what's up. But anyway, I'm probably going to cut out of here early, but I'm going to say this and everything. Cause I said at the end, my solution probably to the WNBA's problems and everything. And I honestly think for the WNBA to survive, they need to go to a fall schedule. They need to go to a fall-winter schedule. Right along with the NBA basketball, right along with girls college basketball. NBA, they need to go to a fall schedule. Because think about it. Part of the reason why the game is suffering, because if you really look at it, and they need to, how can I say it, probably need to make the schedule a little more larger, go to like a 50 or 60 game schedule, play from October, November to probably March, April, and go into regular basketball season. Because really think about it, when the NBA comes on, they're coming on right when baseball's, well, right in the middle of the NBA playoffs. And I mean, I'm not going to change the channel to watch the Cavs from watching the Cavs to watching the WNBA game. Just straight up, being honest, keeping it funky. But I think they need to go to a regular season, just like women's college basketball. I think that would be a better solution, and the crowds would probably be better. Because think about it, in the middle of the summertime, a lot of people don't want to be indoors. And you got baseball season going on and all sorts of other stuff. Like I said, I think they should change the season over to have them start in October and end in March or end in early April. Something like that. March or April or end in March. So then by the time they end in March, by the time the NBA playoffs, that'll be the stage. But, right now, summertime, there's little or no interest, really. You got a whole lot of stuff going on in the summertime. And the last place people want to be is indoors. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a regular dude here, so hey, what do I know? But anyway, like I said, I like to thank everyone who tuned in and chimed in with their comments. You are a big part of the show. You all rock and everything. And be sure to tune in for the Triad Committee on Saturday at 5 p.m. with me, Nasty Nell, and Romeo Rodriguez. Be sure, and also, let me go to this back here. Also, be sure to subscribe to the new Alan Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to that. Like the video and subscribe. And comment, whatnot. But I'm about to get off here. And like I said, also, in closing, if you've seen this young man, that wasn't right. If you've seen this young man, Keyshawn Williams, please notify authorities. He's been missing for almost 2 weeks now. And we got to find our kids. But anyway, in closing, everybody have a good weekend. Be safe. Be careful out here with the air quality and whatnot. Stay in tune with that. The wildfires burning from Canada, because we're only like 60 miles away from Canada, going through the lake. So, hey, be safe. Have a good weekend. Be well. Beware your surroundings. And I will see you next week. Well, matter of fact, I'll see y'all Saturday. But anyway, this your man, Keith Allen, for Loc'D On Sports 216. And I am signing out. Have a good weekend. Be safe. And I will definitely see you all soon. Loc'd On Sports 216, and I'm out. Peace.